welcome back to another exciting episode of this Heroes of the Storm game. Today, we are playing in Storm League on your favorite tank, the most popular. I don't know if he's still the most popular. He is picked pretty heavily, though. Diablo. So, Diablo got some pretty recent changes, and they have had an impact to his popularity, I think. But the team comps today: Thrall, Diablo, Tassadar, Stukov, Raynor versus Stitches, Anduin, Kira, Chromie, Phoenix. So, what you're going to see is a lot of tackling, a lot of scratching, a lot of flipping. There's going to be some fire too. It's going to be pretty cool. We are at Diamond 2 at this point, and I'll be honest with you, it's really difficult to feel that still. So I'm going to stop complaining about it right now, and we're going to focus on the game. I really want to get close to someone. Oh my god, that's way closer than I wanted to be. Gonna get caught by the Phoenix laser right at the edge there. He is in fact building Arsenal Synergy. Way to go, Phoenix. So we only have 7 souls. Diablo did get a recent buff to his base health to make these situations specifically feel better. But we did, they ended up nerfing his Black Soulstone max health increase a little bit to compensate for that, which is fine. I think that's great. Feeling the health bar higher in the early game with Diablo is, I mean, it makes him feel like a tank instead of paper, right? You don't want to dive in and immediately get blown up because you're such an easy target. You want to be able to look for things, walk at things, do some tank stuff. My team does not feel super inclined to go towards the Merc camp on the left side, even though the enemy team is there. We have our lanes pushed super hard into the bottom and middle towers. So there's nothing that we can really do there. At this point, we're just keeping the vision available for our team. Thought she was going into the wall. Didn't actually do it. She's going to miss her ability completely for the swing, though, so it's not like we have to worry about that too much. Spooting out the fire, doing the walking, heading top lane to do some clearing, getting some souls. When you're playing ETC or Diablo or Anubrak or any character that has some very, very simple, easy to land CC, you're going to want to rotate more than you sit in a lane. And you don't want to be visible during those rotations, so you want to be looking at bushes, you want to be hiding right outside of vision, hiding behind these corners, unlike your DPS, who should be out in the lane clearing or having something done on the map. Everything was pushed so hard in that bottom lane that as much as that Raynor wanted to stay there and gank, there was no way it was going to happen because Thrall never gave us an opening. Ever. So we're getting body blocked right now. We have got the Chromie Hourglass stopping us hard. Looks like Thrall is going to die because he just stood there and ate a whole bunch of damage. Now, the whole decision-making process changes a little bit here. Oh my god, I'm going to die as well. Would you look at that? Ouch. Thrall making calls about talents from the death screen. Good stuff. Classy. Raynor did take Exterminator at 1, I believe, which is why he's getting called out, but at the same time, I don't particularly care. The amount of CC on our team that really enables Ace in the Hole is a little bit lacking. We have my stuns, we have Thrall's roots, but I don't believe silence triggers Ace in the Hole, so there's nothing that Tassadar can do either. Trying to get the pull back into the tower, but Stitches wasn't having it. Dodging the hook just by walking in a straight line seems like a good escape tactic. I'm just kidding. That Stitches is terrible for missing the hook like that. So, we're going to eat some damage from the Q of the Phoenix. I really wanted him to come into our team a little bit harder, but it's fine. All 4 of them down there on the turret camp. Slam the Stitches into the wall. Big stun if we can get some manner of focus here. They have dropped the healing turret. We have 2 turrets. They have 1 turret. Stitch is getting the hook. We're going to lay down some fire. Can we tackle him? Nope. We have been rooted in the middle of our tackle, wasting the cooldown entirely. I hate Anduin playing as Diablo. More than any healer ever, I hate Anduin. Get in there, Thrall. You could do it. Clean him out. I believe in you. Maybe not. Looks like Stukov is going to try to... Okay. What's... Hey. I'm back. I'm making my way downtown. Okay, I guess we're just going to let it go. Which is fine. Oh, Thrall's going in from the flank with half a health bar. Not the greatest thing in the world. There's not much we can do. We've been rooted again. Slam Stitches into the wall, get the stun on him. We're gonna die. That's fantastic. That is so super cool. But this is, for all intents and purposes, Diablo's most weak stage of the game. The first 10 levels are awful. The first not 100 souls are also awful. Everything about playing Diablo until you completely stack and you hit your ultimate is going to suck. So while we've got some downtime, the talents today, level 1 I took Spell Shield because of that Chromie. And the Kira doing a lot of ability damage as well. At 4 we took Souls to the Flame, which is going to help us get more soul stacks by hitting enemy players with our W. And then at level 7 we took Malevolence because at this stage of the game I decided I am going to be the guy who dives in with Apocalypse, slaps the ever-loving demon shit out of one of their carries, and stuns them into oblivion. So hopefully my team recognizes that and can catch up. We're going to hit Stitches because he's the only thing available to get us in there. So we're going to get the kill. I appreciate the team doing at least that. Archon going down in the back, trying desperately to kill the Phoenix. Doesn't look like we were able to trade. Can we get the Kira into the wall? We can. I pulled her out because for some reason, for some ridiculous reason, Diablo didn't pick her up immediately. He decided to walk around and then pick her up. Not sure why, don't know how. I hit the button, but my team feeling like it's necessary to tell me what I already saw. Perfect. Thank you for your shocking amounts of wit and realizing things that I already fucking saw. Don't be that asshole if you're ever playing an internet video game on a team. If the person made a mistake, it's probably more obvious to them than it is to you, and they're already pissed about it. So you're just going to piss them off more and make them play worse. Don't be that guy. Let's whip out some flames here, trying to get back up to 100 souls. We're going to hit the soul shield, block some damage from the enemy team. Big blocks. We managed to hit the 100 souls. See if we can get this Anduin. Ooh, did you see it? We're going to die, but we're going to trade our souls for their healer, and possibly, yes, 2 kills for 100 souls. Totally worth it. Stitch is going to eat the Rainer and make it an even trade, though. The wall's down. There's nothing we can do. Rainer did not attempt to dodge any of the Chromie damage at all. But that's okay.
As it should be.
Is that Stitches? Why? Usually what you're going to do in these situations with Diablo, if you're being forced to fend off a merc camp, like the Giants or these Siege boys here, the opportunity to E them and then Q them into tower range is the best way to clear them. In that case, there was no tower there, so we just kind of gave him little demon slaps, but that's okay. At level 13, we did pick up Devastating Charge, which has been altered. It used to do just flat damage when you hit someone into a wall. Now what it's doing instead is reducing armor once you complete the quest. Stukov has been eaten. We're going to body block the Stitches, make sure he can't get any further away with his kidnapping victim. And we're just going to... Okay, well, I flipped her and then got hooked, so that could have gone worse. It could have gone much worse. Oh, it does still increase the damage. That's pretty cool. So now Devastating Charge just passively increases the damage of your Q, and then when you get all 5 stacks, you're going to reduce armor. So be really cool if you weren't doing that there, Anduin. Knocking him out of his ult, making sure he cannot save anybody else, and sealing the deal with the Thrall. Now, the whole reason that we took Devastating Charge is because we're building for that single target explosion that comes with Apocalypse. And luckily our team is fairly good at following up on my engages, as long as they're not talking shit, you know. Because that takes time. You have to type that. Thrall with the Frostwolf Grace at level 4 with only 2 stacks. On this, of all maps, you should have Frostwolf's Grace done, like, at level 9. There's no way in hell, if you're playing that character correctly, you should be this far into the game without it done. So, just saying. We're letting them go to cap the 16. I would also like 21 more souls, please. And once we hit the 16, we're going to run at them full force, make sure they know that we are in fact the Lord of Terror. I don't care if they're coming down here, that means they're off the point and you guys should be able to do stuff. We got the 16, we've got 81 souls, we're going to try, well, Stitches wasn't mounted, so the dismount wasn't necessary. I have been hooked, I'm going to be eaten. Big Sunder save from the Thrall. Let's go ahead and charge out onto the Chromie, who is saved by the Anduin. Not a whole lot to be worried about there, honestly. Gonna throw the Kira off of my team with her big dumb circle ult and make sure that nobody gets hit with that stun. At the same time, this Chromie is looking to come over into my house and fuck with my team. But Thrall dying again before he's completed Frostwolf's Grace. We have got the robot. We are ready to run it down. We're going to turn off the tower with our robot hand, and then we're going to give it the double robot hand to do some extra damage. Minions aren't here yet, so we need the minions to die to tank the tower so we can get some real legitimate damage. Let's turn it off again. Do some more walking and punching. Not sure why my team is playing so passive in the back here. There are 5 people fighting up against our robot. If you're not going to do anything, then at least go soak a lane. Tassadar has been eaten. He does say that he's got Dimensional Shift in just a second. He's going to make it out. We're going to walk over here to make sure we're in range for the shields. It's okay. Knock back the Stitches. Into the root, the laser. Ooh. Anduin saving him in just the nick of time. Would have been hilarious. But that's kind of what happens. So, robot has 10 seconds to go, but only 2% health, so we don't want to waste as much as, you know, was possible. Now there's 4 of us in the middle lane here. Thrall is soaking the bottom lane, doing the bottom lane things. And we do have about, looks like 40% of a level on the enemy team. So, as it stands, we are going to hit 21st. Hopefully, we can get a bit aggressive here. Go over to the enemy side of the map. They took the camp, so I guess that's just how that's going to go. We do have 100 souls, so there's not a whole lot to worry about in the event that we die, but I do want to get as much map pressure as possible. Big miss there from the Stitches with the hook, making sure my team knows they can't be doing dumb stuff like that. And then that fucking Anduin root. That fucking Anduin root throwing my whole combo off out of pure luck. Just 100% solid luck. Caught me mid-tackle. Good root and silence by the Stukov. Looks like Thrall is going to hit his Sunder for us again, trying to do stuff. Phoenix going to be taken down for his trouble because he doesn't seem to know that you can't stand on that side of the map. Anduin instantly realizing his mistake when he was lifted, right before he was lifted and slammed into the wall, that you can't use your big Healy ult right next to a Diablo. Trying to get the Stitches kill, not much we can do there other than popping our soul shield and getting the combo to walk away. The reason that we've lived in a lot of these engages is because we are hitting that one button as soon as we need it. In the event that Stitches hooks us when we come out, you're going to want to hit 1, block all that damage. You know, in the situation where you're going in with sub 20% health, you want to hit the 1 button, slap that combo, and then walk away. The soul shield is an insane amount, just ridiculous amount of armor. Spell armor, but still armor. So Chromie's damage effectively when you're at 100 souls is reduced by 75%. Take the Kira out instead. I don't think... Ooh! She's gonna come back in. Weird. Gonna get the stun on me, but it looks like the Archon is gonna do enough damage for the Thrall to kill her on the back foot. Can we get everybody in range? Stitches going for the hook. I want... Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. Ah, God. The other thing to note about the Soul Shield, which I got distracted, you effectively reduce the cooldown by dealing damage to enemy heroes. So, what is it? Every time Diablo damages an enemy hero, this cooldown is reduced by 1 second. If you manage to hit someone with your W, all 5, that is 5 seconds off. So, if you hit multiple people with a whole bunch of that, you can see where I'm going. The Soul Shield cooldown is not very big. So hitting that 1 button shouldn't be something you're ever scared to do either, because you can get it back very, 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 very fast. Now we do have to stand on the point to channel it, team, so that's the thing that's going to happen. Tassadar is going to clear out the top lane because, I guess, whatever. Enemy team is on the cusp of 20, so we really should be in their grill killing them, but they don't seem too apt to fight. And, yeah, there should be something. There's always something to push. The enemy team was just over on the heal camp, so pushing up this bottom lane should not have been such a chore. It does not take more than 1 person to stand on this point unless there is a fight going on. Picking up the robot, going to go in for the pilot. Now, me and my gunner are going to run it down on the enemy heap. Watch that hook miss by a fraction of an inch. And then hope that we can get some easy damage. Our minions are still fairly far away, so we've got to be kind of careful about how we're applying our damage. Gonna punch this tower out of here. do as much dodging as we can. Minions are coming. I was trying to block the hook for when Stitches did it, so it's not like he hit anything, but at the same time, if he was aiming for somebody, I didn't want him to be able to do that. Same thing here. Oh, can we get over to him fast enough? Can we hit the W? Knocked him back. Way to go. But at the same time, Thrall's going to take a huge amount of damage from the Kira, who is going down, killed by the robot. We've got our combo. Phoenix is going to try and teleport at the exact wrong moment, and we are just going to get all up in the grill of the enemy team to end this game. We do have the Twilight Archon on our side to really just do infinite damage. Like, playing Tassadar at level 20 is the whole reason to play Tassadar with Archon. That is the coolest ability. You just auto-attack forever and win. And win! Chromie going into her ice block to prevent me from killing her one last time. Sad. Just keep in mind, don't pick Exterminator. You can pick Exterminator if you gotta be the camp guy. Or if you're on Battlefield of Eternity. There's see, look at how much he did with that. That's 10 Merc caps. Because he had Exterminator and he knew what he wanted to do. Don't talk shit about stuff like that. I mean, you can talk shit about stuff like that to yourself, but you don't have to be vocal about it. This guy had every understanding what he wanted out of that game, and he fucking did it. You know what I'm saying? He did it. So here's the stats. I actually want to see Raynor 2 and 2. He didn't do bad. He didn't do bad at all. And considering this guy never finished this quest, this was effectively a useless talent because he never completed it. This does not do anything passively. It does nothing unless you finish it. So he basically didn't pick a level 4 because he never finished it. That's just and you're gonna talk shit. I'm just saying. But anyway, thanks for watching. That was Diablo. Here is the build one more time. Soul Shield at 1, Souls to the Flame at 4, Malevolence at 7, Apocalypse at 10, Devastating Charge at 13, Domination at 16, Hellgate at 20. Really, this is just about keeping Diablo mobile for the engage. This is just how you kill people with Devastating Charge and Malevolence. You have to take Malevolence. These 3 talents are required together for this build. The ult you pick is fine. I mean, you can pick whichever ult. I just like APOC because it makes killing a single target easier. But you can't change 16, 13, and 7 if you want to go for the single target pop build. If you're building for Firestomp, you're going to take different 7, 13, 16. I think that is the only other viable build for Diablo. It's more pure tank rather than pick tank, but yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.